Okay, welcome to the Philly Fox and Danny D Eagles podcast, Phillies edition. That's the star of the show, Philly Fox, and I'm your host, Danny D. And we're coming to you from the Ed Bobko Memorial Studios in beautiful Morristown, PA. All right, take it away, Philly.
We'll start with Nick Castellanos. He got benched for inappropriate comments to Rob Thompson.
Yeah, I'd like to know what it was exactly that he said, but that doesn't really matter, does it?
Well, nah, he might have said some F-bombs, you don't know.
Yeah, he probably, well, Nick tends to shoot from the hip, so you have no idea what he really said. But I get why Nick was a little upset because it broke a streak of his.
Well, yes, he was pulled for a defensive replacement in the game that, he was pulled from, and
Yeah.
he didn't like that.
Yeah.
And that's why he made the comments he did.
Sure. I mean, he's a proud guy and he wants to play and he had a streak going and he's not used to that, so he let it fly. But he got pulled and whatever, and him and Topper talked and they worked it out and.
What was a one-game suspension essentially?
Yeah. It's over and done with, and some people kind of likened it to the Eagles thing when Brendan Graham said what he said, and then how it ended up actually like turning around the team and motivating it. I don't know if it has that kind of
Meaning, but we'll see.
meaning or cred, but I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it.
Because it's the way he responded, like he hit a homer, then he had like multiple RBIs in the games that followed. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Didn't speed him up on the base paths at all, but he's still not that fast out there.
Because he had Real Muto behind Castellano. We'll still talk about that quick.
Yeah. We'll get to that. Yeah.
Well, it was in the Apple TV Plus game, so unfortunately I couldn't see it.
Yeah, I know, but that was some crazy base running by Real Muto. We saw a replay of it. And, he just was just about up Nick's butt, but it was one of the craziest, coolest plays you'll ever see. I mean, people that aren't even baseball fans see a play like that, and they're like, wow, that was pretty neat.
Because it exploded on Twitter right after it happened, so.
Yeah, I just, once you posted it, I just watched it over and over. I thought it was the coolest thing.
Well, next is Mick Abel. He was roughed up a bit against the Mets.
Yeah, that's a shame, but pretty much he's had good outings. He's had some quality outings since he's been up. You're gonna have a few bad outings. I'm not worried about it or.
Well, it was all via the home run,
Yeah, you're gonna have those nights, and the Mets were bound to break out, right?
Because they lost like 7 straight. They weren't gonna.
Yeah.
Lose forever, unfortunately.
Yeah, the Mets were being the Mets, and they do have quality players. Okay, so that's going to happen. But let's feel good that it all happened in one game and they got it out of their system. And
yes.
Now tonight, hopefully they can
win
pull
with
one
Lazardo.
out.
Yes.
Yeah, and win the series.
Because with the Taiwan, he had 2 home runs in game 1. Like, it was un-Taiwan-like for how good he's been this year.
Yeah, he has been good. And the only thing I'll say for him is that he hasn't been used a lot lately. And, you do get a little rusty. But there again, it's just one of those things, He came in, but the only real bad thing that it did, right, is it lost
Wheeler his
decision because he had a great outing, right? But the Phils ended up pulling out the game. Yeah.
When speaking of Wheeler, no runs through 5 innings.
Yeah, exactly. What a great outing by him. That was and against
the Mets, his former team.
Right. We love that on 2 counts, right? That it's against his former team, and that his former team is the Mets. And, so we just love it when it's against the Mets. All right. And what else you got?
We'll go down to Bohm, like RBI machine as of late.
Yeah, and a couple of Bomer homers, and the guy. Look, we both felt that this is what the kid was, and that he was going to be back there again. And we're getting what Bohm is. This is what Bohm is, and people complain about his emotion. I take it. I love the kid, yeah, I'm happy.
It's the same. Like, I'd rather have a few helmet throws every now and then if he's producing him.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, the end results are what counts, and he's got good end results right now.
Listen, Schwarber, like, home runs all June for Hoagie Fest, as they say. Wawa.
Yeah. But I think he had to eat a few more hoagies because it took a while until he got going. But we'll credit Wawa with this. You know, I mean, bombs away with Schwarber.
Yes, and then Turner. He's on an MVP-like stretch, top 5 in batting average for the month.
Yeah, Turner the burner, man. The guy's got so much speed. He turns singles into doubles. He gets a bloop single and is on second base. The guy is playing the type of game that we wanted Trey Turner to be.
Yes.
You know.
And then Otto Kemp, like he's driving in runs, he's automatic. I'll say that.
Yeah, automatic. I love that name. Absolutely.
But the one flaw is his base running. I'll say.
yeah. You got to work on that, Otto. Okay, you definitely have to work on that. Let's write these couple off to that being a little nervous, being up in the bigs, maybe just your eyes were a little too big and you thought you could, and you bit off a little more than you could chew.
Because he decided to come home from third on like a ground ball that went a little bit by the first, and he was out by a mile.
Yeah. He must have been like dreaming there for a moment and thought he was Carl Lewis and he had like sprinter speed or something. I don't know. But anyway, I think, hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Now, if he keeps doing it, that's another thing. But I don't think he will. I think he's going to learn from it. And I love his bat, right?
I was saying, look, he's driving in runs. Like the base running aside, he's driving in run.
Yeah.
It's just his own personal base running that needs to work on.
Yeah. And none of that lost the games for him or anything like that.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't excuse it, but it didn't lose him games. Okay, what else you got?
Well, then Bryce, an update on him. He's progressing. He's hitting off of a tee, they said. So.
Okay, yeah, that's good news. They're not real positive about it yet. They're not 100% sure that when he does come back, that he's going to be able to stay back. But anything's better than what we have right now. The great part is we're winning without him. Of course, we lost the lead in the East, but
we're tied technically. So.
Right, yeah, because we were up 1, now we're tied, and then we got a chance to go back up 1 tonight. So yeah, we're doing all that without Bryce, so that's good. And when he comes back, he comes back healthy, he should be better than he was before he left. And that's only going to make the Phillies stronger, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, what else?
Well, that's it for this week.
Oh, that's it already. Okay. And did we say no really...
no updates on NOLA, we'll say?
Yeah, no updates on NOLA. So, all right. Well, so we're going to wrap it up. And remember, if you don't hate us...
Like us.
Yeah, and then subscribe on YouTube so you don't miss an episode. And then look for Phillies recaps on Twitter and scoring updates. And we're going to wish the Phillies luck and hope they kick the Mets' butt tonight and win this series and get back in first place. And we'll be back here again next week. So 1, 2, 3. Let's go Phillies!